Alright, so I want to talk about something that I like to call the anti-discipline routine. Now this is basically, if you're ever in a position where you are struggling to focus, struggling to get work done, or you maybe have multiple things to do, or you just you're just not going to be able to sit down for 2 hours doing one task, it's just not going to happen for whatever reason. What I've been doing occasionally, if I don't want to do long work blocks, I have lots of tasks to do, I want to just switch between them all, what I'll do is I'll do something called the anti-discipline routine. Basically, what I do is instead of doing like a deep work timer for like 45 or 60 or 90 minutes, do it for 15 and then swap to another task. So last night, right, I had videos to edit and upload, but I also had to read my learner's book to study for my license. So what I was doing was 15 minutes of editing videos and uploading videos, and then 15 minutes of reading the book, and then 15 minutes back. I only did each of those things twice. It went for an hour. And it was actually really good because I wasn't sitting down for long enough to where I could get bored, to where I would want to stop doing it. I was just super focused for 15 minutes, change tasks. Now, for sometimes, if you're in a really good flow state, you can go for 2 hours. You can go for 2 hours, 3 hours, easily. Sometimes that's not going to happen, and your flow states are going to be quite quick, right, and much faster. You might only be focusing lots for 10, 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's like, alright, the flow state's gone, I've got to do something else. You don't want to just be switching between tasks just because you got, whatever the thing is, right, you got TikTok brain. But if you do have multiple things to do, if it's just not going to happen, if it is just going to, like, for whatever reason, if this is just, it's just going to have to be done. Anti-discipline routines. 15 minutes of one thing, 15 minutes of the other. Because the whole idea of like the discipline deep work blocks is like, long periods of focused work, no changing, nothing like that. This is complete opposite. 15 minutes, short and sharp, a little bit of this task, change to a different task. And then I just go back and forth, right? This allows you to, one, not get bored, and to get progress on multiple things at the same time. It solves two problems, right? So some people just can't do the long work blocks. That's fine. If you're just starting out and maybe you just can't focus that long, do shorter work blocks. Start where you're at and build up to those longer work blocks. I used to struggle to do 30-minute work blocks. Now I'm doing 60 and 90-minute work blocks all the time, right? And it's easy. I can just do it. But if you can't do that, or you're in a position where you don't have much time but you need to do multiple things, rather than just trying to do both at the same time, just alternate. Just one and the other. So what I've been doing, I did it yesterday, as I said, 15 minutes of one task, 15 minutes of the other, and it works great. Alright, so I really don't have much else to say. If you're struggling to focus, what you do is two things at once. It's sort of like multitasking. It's like multitasking, but instead of multitasking, you're sort of swapping back and forth. And it means you can put your full focus and full flow state and full attention towards one thing, and then do that again for something else, without sort of losing the flow state. With 15 minutes, you can't really become bored and unfocused in 15 minutes. Because it's just 15 minutes, right? It'll be over soon enough. So try this, because it has helped me in those situations where I just don't have A, the time to do long work blocks, or B, it's just not going to happen. I'm just not feeling it. And obviously you should build up your discipline, build up your focus, build up all these things, and you should be able to do the 60-minute work blocks, eventually. But if you're in a situation where that's not going to happen for whatever reason, 15-minute work blocks, and then swap to a second task. I don't even do breaks. It's not even like 15 minutes of work, 15 minutes of break. It's just 15 minutes of one task, and then change to a different task. Because it breaks it up, it's always something new happening. So it sort of helps you with that like boredom. Instead of doing the same task continuously, you're still going to still doing something continuously. It's just between two tasks. So you're never doing the same thing for too long. It solves a bunch of different problems in one thing. That's really it for this one. Subscribe if you've learnt. Try this out and let me know if it actually is helpful. If not, keep doing your 30-minute work block, 60 minutes, 45, 90, 2 hours, whatever it is. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.